lie to me. Google it, check it out, see if it's your jam. I just got in from the library. I am so stoked. I'm going to be having a lie to me marathon here in a little bit. But you're going to have to excuse my mess. I didn't even try to clean my kitchen a teensy bit to show you this. I wanted to show you, I'm going to make meatloaf for dinner tonight. So, these are my ingredients. I prefer using dehydrated onion. Some people prefer fresh, but it's just easy. I always have it on hand. I get this jumbo size of the onion. I don't know how long it's lasted. It's been a while. But chopped onion, parsley flakes, Parmesan cheese, just cheapy kind, Walmart brand, garlic salt, Mrs. Dash, minced garlic, black pepper. I do also have chopped pecans, and then so I will sometimes try to crunch them a little smaller. These are chopped pecans. Sometimes I'll grab pecan pieces, I think, mostly for when I'm making pecan pie. So that's why I have them, because I made a pecan pie, I don't know, a couple months ago. So I still have pecans. So I do use them in my meatloaf, and then that's my disgusting mess. I prefer to bake my bacon. So I put in 3 slices of bacon, used my Vitamix. My oven's ready just now, and I mixed it all up. I used the mixer to break down the pecan nuts and the bacon, so it's really crumbly. And then I just put in the rest of those ingredients I just shared with you and just put it on low just to kind of mix it up a little bit. So that's going to go in the meatloaf. It is ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and start assembling it, and then I'll show you my next steps. Okay, I just wanted to share with you, I forgot to mention, I didn't measure anything else out. I just kind of poured it in. I do measure a 1/4 cup of Italian style breadcrumbs. I was freaking out because I thought I had an extra, and I did finally find it. But I was like, crap, no breadcrumbs, I don't have bread. You can use saltine crackers, and then you can also use, I have made meatloaf in the crock pot and using, you know, oatmeal. So you can use oatmeal as well. So oatmeal, saltine crackers, Italian breadcrumbs, regular breadcrumbs, whichever. You got to just go with it. So that is in there. I'll have to mix that up. So next steps. Okay, so I just kind of fingered through the ingredients to make sure everything's all together. Wet ingredients to add. An egg. Probably you should, you know, break that in a bowl, because now I think today, I don't know, I just might have a crunchy section. You won't notice. Oh, I think that's onion. So yeah, onion, and then tonight I did measure out a 1/4 cup of milk. You don't have to add milk. I have some people in my family that are lactose intolerant, so if I remember, and I'm making it for my whole family, I don't add milk, but tonight I'm adding it. So what you're going to do now is mix this all up. The other thing is ketchup. So let me grab that. Any old ketchup will do. I've read where people use barbecue sauce, and really that's it. Oh, you know what else I'm going to add now that I'm thinking about it? Teensy bit of brown sugar. Okay, that was kind of rough. I did put some brown sugar. You can see there. I just did a little bit because right now my brown sugar is dry. So I had all these big old chunks that I decided not to put in and try to break up. And then ketchup. And then again, I am not measuring, just putting a glob of ketchup. And so now what I'm going to do is mix this all up, and I'm going to throw in my 1 pound of hamburger. Okay, so I've got the whole mixture of all the ingredients and the hamburger all smushed into this pan. It's kind of a smaller one, and by the time the meat cooks down, they're kind of thin. The meatloaf is a little thin. It's not like these humongo chunks that I sometimes have seen in restaurants. I do prefer thinner, and I prefer not a ton of ketchup, but yeah, that's just me. Everybody else in my family puts ketchup on a lot of stuff, and then way more ketchup than I would ever imagine putting. So you're just going to spread the ketchup around as evenly as you can. And honestly, most of the time, when I'm just throwing this together on a weeknight and I'm exhausted, I will mix all the ingredients in this pan and then just toss it in the oven. Because then now I have this bowl that needs to be cleaned. But so that's going to go into the oven. I preheated the oven to 350 and it'll take about an hour to cook up. Can usually pull it out a little sooner, maybe even 45 minutes. But the key ingredients to meatloaf are that ketchup or sauce, barbecue sauce, the meat, the crackers, and the egg to make it all stick. And then everything else is just gravy, you know, all the good stuff, the flavorings. So this will be good tonight. The extras I don't normally always put on are the bacon, pecans, and the brown sugar. But it is going to be delish. Good luck to anybody that tries it. Sorry we're not vegetarians in this house. And enjoy. Have a good night.